You know, when an eclipse paints the sky, it's easy for us to see it as this amazing astronomical show. But for millions, it is so much more than that. It's this moment of huge spiritual power, a time when ancient beliefs and, well, pure celestial mechanics totally collide. So let's dive right into this cosmic puzzle.
And that brings us to this really fascinating paradox. Think about it. Across India, from the biggest, most famous pilgrimage sites to the tiniest local shrines, the gates get locked. All rituals just stop. But a select few do the exact opposite. They stay open, and some even perform special ceremonies. So what's their secret? What makes them so different?
To really get our heads around this, we first need to look at the two powerful stories that explain what an eclipse actually is. You've got one born from ancient myth, and the other from modern astronomy.
So on one side, you have this incredible mythological story of Rahu and Ketu. They were tricked, see, and the sun and moon snitched on them. So now their immortal heads are forever chasing the sun and moon across the sky for revenge. And every so often, they catch and swallow them, causing an eclipse. And on the other side, we've got science, a perfect, predictable, straight-line alignment of the sun, moon, and earth. Two totally different explanations, and both have a huge impact on how people react to this cosmic event.
Okay, so why is this event, whether it's caused by divine revenge or just, cosmic clockwork, why is it considered so spiritually intense? Well, it all comes down to the kind of energy it's believed to let loose.
The core belief here is that an eclipse unleashes this powerful wave of negative energy. Now, temples are built to be these reservoirs of positive, divine energy. So when these two forces clash, the temple's sacred vibe is at risk, and it's thought that the deity's power can actually weaken. So closing the doors isn't about shutting down, it's a protective shield. You'll even see tulsi or holy basil leaves placed on the idols as like an extra layer of defense against this energy.
And get this. We're not just talking about the few minutes the eclipse is actually happening. No, this period of caution is a much wider window. It's called the Sutak call. This is the official inauspicious time, and it kicks in hours before the eclipse even starts, and it doesn't end until some very specific purification rituals are done.
So how does this belief in negative energy actually play out in real life? Well, there's a very specific set of do's and don'ts that people are advised to follow during this Sutak call.
For most people, the rules are all about laying low and turning inward. It's advised to avoid basic things like eating, drinking, or even sleeping, and you definitely don't start any new projects. Instead, the time is meant for spiritual stuff: prayer, meditation, chanting. Even food that's already cooked is protected by placing darba grass or tulsi leaves on it to keep it from going impure.
But for pregnant women, the precautions get really serious. The belief is that the unborn child is extra vulnerable to the eclipse's energy, so they're told to stay inside for the whole thing, not even to look at the eclipse, and to completely stay away from sharp objects like knives or needles. They're even advised to avoid wearing any metal. It's a time for absolute rest and protection for both the mother and the baby.
Which, of course, brings us right back to that big question we started with. If this energy is so powerful and potentially bad, how in the world can any temple stay open? Well, let's look at the outliers.
Okay, so the big one, the most famous exception, is the Sri Kalahastishwara temple in Andhra Pradesh. And this isn't just any temple. It's a huge deal. It's called the Kailash of the South, and it's famous for being the one place an eclipse just can't touch.
And the reason why is just brilliant. The belief here is totally unique. The main deity, the Shivalinga, is said to be protected by an armor that actually represents all 9 celestial bodies. And that includes Rahu and Ketu. So since the very forces causing the eclipse are part of the deity, they can't harm it. The temple is basically immune. It's running on a different set of rules.
And Sri Kalahasti isn't the only one. There are others, each with their own unique take. The Sangameshwara temple stays open to do special fire rituals. The Sri Krishna temple in Thiruvala is famous for pretty much never closing its doors, day or night. At Mahakaleshwar in Ujjain, the main doors stay wide open, even if some of the rituals are put on hold. And the Vishnupada temple in Gaya, it's considered completely unaffected, and they even use the eclipses as a powerful time to perform rites for ancestors.
All right, the shadow is past, the eclipse is done. Now what? Well, it's not over yet. The period of caution ends, but it's immediately followed by a period of purification. It's time for the spiritual cleanup.
It's basically a 4-step reset button. First up is a ritual bath, to wash away any of that lingering negative energy. Then, you do a deep clean of the house, especially the prayer room. After that, it's time to worship the household deities again. And finally, and this is a big one, you perform acts of charity to build up positive karma.
In that last step, charity can get super specific. For example, after a lunar eclipse, it's considered really beneficial to donate white things associated with the moon, stuff like milk, rice, or silver. Feeding cows is another powerful act that's believed to remove any doshas. Think of them as spiritual imbalances or issues that might have popped up during the eclipse.
So when you step back and look at it, what we have is a celestial event that physics can explain perfectly. And yet, it's interpreted through this ancient lens of belief that guides the actions of millions. It's just this incredible reminder that for so many people, the cosmos isn't just a physical space, but a spiritual one, where myths and math live side by side, shaping how we see our place in this universe.